Chapter 1. Levi. Some days I would have preferred to throw my phone into the ocean than be on the receiving end of another fucking alert from the family text thread. It was a continuous stream of trivial bullshit, generally instigated by my little sister, so I rarely responded. And yet the thread moved on just fine without me. It made me wonder what else would move on fine without me. Made me wonder what it'd be like if I just didn't exist anymore. If my family were preparing to commemorate the 11th anniversary of my death instead of her mom's. If I'd been the one who died on the boat that day instead of her. Or if my death had happened in the hundreds of other ways I'd willed it to over the years, through reckless behavior alone. But I knew why it hadn't. Why I was still here going through the motions. Left to suffocate under the weight of my regrets. I didn't deserve anything less. I deserved to witness the wreckage I'd caused. To see the pain reflected on my siblings' faces. Feel the heavy loss not only of my mom, but of theirs, too. Every day of my miserable life. Addison.
Seriously, it's in just a few weeks. I need to know. Stop ignoring these texts, Levi.
Since our mom's death, I'd broken one of her only rules more times than I could count. Never sail alone. I'd gone out on the ocean on my own dozens, hundreds of times, and nothing had happened, despite all my spoken and unspoken wishes otherwise. I was still fucking here. Yet she went out once by herself in a storm and it was all over. A beautiful life snuffed out. Taken away far too soon. And it was all my fault. Addison.
At Levi. At Levi. At Levi.
Beck. Jesus, will you stop? Go to his workshop if you need an immediate answer, for fuck's sake. Aiden. It doesn't matter how often you tag Levi. You know he's not responding. Addison.
Brady? Do a drive-by.
Brady. I'm on duty, Addison. Addison.
Perfect.
Ford. Pretty sure that wasn't a yes, little D. I glanced over at my phone, the preview screen showing more than a dozen texts, all from my siblings, and that fucking group text. Beck was on my shit list for suggesting our little sister pop over to my den of solitude, and Aiden was right. I had no intention of responding. Ford was too, for that matter. As town sheriff, Brady definitely wasn't going to use Starlight Cove resources to satisfy Addison's demands. The familiar hum of the belt sander filled my workshop, the sound soothing me in the same way the ocean's waves did. Wood shavings rained down as I guided the machine along the hull of my current project. This ancient boat had seen better days, but it wasn't a lost cause. Not yet, anyway. In my 15 years in this industry, I'd only encountered a handful of vessels that were. With grueling effort on my part and a shit ton of money on my clients', most boats could be transformed back to their former glory. Assuming I was the one restoring them. My clients didn't get a sparkling personality or excellent customer service when they worked with me, but they did get the best boat builder and craftsperson on the East Coast. And I got to make a living with minimal human interaction, win-win all around. Out here in my workshop, it was just me and whatever boat I'd been commissioned to build or fix. Exactly how I liked it. Everyone leaving me the fuck alone. Shutting off the sander, I swiped a forearm across my brow, just as my phone buzzed with another text. My jaw ticked as I glanced over, prepared for more family bullshit. But it was my best friend's, now brother-in-law's, name on the screen. Chase. Don't forget you have somewhere to be tonight. Dropping my head back, I groaned toward the high ceiling. I hadn't forgotten. It would have been impossible to, since Chase had reminded me half a dozen times. But that didn't mean I hadn't tried. Visiting his parents' home was the last thing I wanted to do today, or ever, really. I loved the Lockharts like family, but going to the place that had been such a staple in my adolescence meant excavating memories I'd rather leave buried.